Welcome to a brand new edition of ITW, the show that's going to help you enhance instruction through innovation. DNA is here for a brand new episode.
Yep.
It's
Good
a
episode.
Very exciting episode.
Tech
I cannot
madness.
wait to
Tech
talk about this
madness.
one today. We are doing the ITW Bracket Challenge. We're going to bring that to you
Second
guys
annual?
this week. Yep, that's right. Last year, two. That's right. We did it last year with the specialists, but this time we have a different twist this year. Instead of the specialists competing, we're going to let you compete,
Yes.
and we're going to go over all those details.
Share
in
the
this
prize.
episode.
I get excited.
And there's a grand prize, guys, and it's a big one.
There's a
big grand
doozy.
prize. It's a doozy.
It's a doozy.
It's a doozy. The winner of the ITW Bracket Challenge
Here it is.
gets an all-inclusive paid trip to the 2016 NCTIES conference.
Like everything paid for.
Everything paid for. Your
Transportation.
hotel, your travel, your registration, you're taken
So,
care of.
everything.
You're good.
You got the
You're
F9.
good. Exactly. So you get this free trip to go to next year's
that's
NCTIES. That is an amazing, amazing prize. I am so excited to be able to do this.
Can I
and see the
can I
winner.
get in?
No, you can't. You can't.
What?
No, sorry, man. No, you,
Come on, family members get in?
You wouldn't win
No.
anyway. So it's all right. So
All right.
we're gonna. Go
I think we need to
over
have
the
like a
graphic.
little bracket off between you and me to see who wins.
Yeah, there'll be no competition. Not kidding. So
Just like fantasy football.
this is gonna be an exciting episode. We're gonna show you guys the brackets. We're gonna show you guys some of the options, and then we're gonna tell you guys how you can participate in this year's ITW Bracket Challenge. So make sure you stay tuned for this very exciting edition of ITW. All right, we're here with the instructional technology team. We're going to be looking at the ITW Bracket Challenge. We're going to go through this brackets. We're going to talk about the Cinderella teams. We got some very talented ladies here who are going to help me analyze this whole thing. So, ladies, as you take a look at this, what are your overall thoughts of the brackets or individual regions, however you want to look at it?
I think all the brackets are really solid, but I think some of the tools are primed to be on upset alert.
Yeah, I would agree with you there. I think that some Cinderella stories are going to come to fruition.
Fruition. Ooh. Someone studied their SAT words last night.
Yeah, we've got some really strong tools here.
Yeah. So what I want to do is take a quick look at the first round matchups. Let's start at the very beginning, and let's look at some of these more interesting matchups. Is there anyone that you guys are really interested to see how people are going to vote?
Absolutely. I'm really excited to see how Class Dojo versus QR codes go. We know Class Dojo is for classroom management. It's a great tool that we've got teachers all over the district using. And QR codes are also great too. It's just a quick way to give your teacher or your students access to a link.
Yep.
It's going to be tight.
And I mean, Kahoot and Google Hangout, I mean, what a matchup. Those are two huge trends in the ed tech world right now. We have Kahoot doing assessments and data almost immediately. How amazing is that? And then Google Hangout being able to be in another classroom or on a field trip somewhere else.
Exactly. And I know some schools have already started using Google Hangout and they're having a lot of fun with it. So the nature of any bracket is you're going to have some snubs, some tools that you thought were going to make it that didn't make it. So what were some tools that you were surprised that didn't make this year's tournament?
EasyBib is a huge win for me, and we've got media specialists all over the district using it. It's a great way to generate bibliographies for your research.
Yep.
It should have been in.
And I'm shocked, guys. I'm shocked that the Revolve didn't make it. It's a PC and a touchscreen tablet in one.
Right.
I use mine all the time.
I noticed. Thanks, Lindsay. But it is a very popular tool. I know a lot of our schools that have them, our teachers love them. So I was pretty surprised that didn't make it either. So any tournament always has a team or a tool that advances a lot further than you initially anticipated. So what would be your pick for the Cinderellas for this year?
I think Skype. I think a lot of people still use it for the mystery part, the mystery Skype calls with other schools, countries. They can get community partners in on them. So I think Skype, people know it, and I think that's a tool that might pull an upset, a 116 upset.
And I'm thinking pic collage. It's used so frequently to mash up pictures of what's going on in the classroom and what students are studying. I think that's going to be an underdog that comes out.
Guys, I think we're going to be really surprised at how Gaggle shows up during this tournament. It's
Gaggle.
14th seed, but everybody in the district's familiar with all the tools you get. You've got student email, you've got blogging. It's got so many features.
That's true. That's true. There's a lot of different choices, but what I have to do is my final question. You know, we have to ask, what are your final 4 teams, and then which team do you think, or excuse me, the final 4 tools, and which one's going to come out to be the champion?
For me, I've got to go with Kahoot. Again, that assessment tool. Plickers, another great assessment tool. The Chromebook, they're everywhere right now, guys. And it's hot. It's so popular, and it's a great piece of technology. And Google Forms, we see those popping up all over. But for me, my championship team is Kahoot. It's got to be Kahoot.
Okay.
Lindsay, I'm right there with you. I've got Chromebook. I've also got Blend Space instead of your Kahoot. Blend Space is such a great way to personalize learning for our students. However, I do think that Plickers is going to go all the way. And of course, it's the #1 viewed video on CLN.
She had to throw that one in there. She had to throw
I
it
think
in
it's
there.
going to go #1 app of the week. So I think
She's got a point.
Plickers is
I
going
knew
all
She's
the
got
way.
a
gonna
point.
say that.
She's got a point.
I go a little bit different than you guys. Take chances. Brackets never work out the way you think they're going to.
Right.
So I have Flubaroo because a lot of people are using Google Forms, but they're using them for the feature that does the automatic grading. I also have Common Sense Media going all the way to my final 4 because they have the lessons on digital citizenship, and that's such a big concern for all of our students
Absolutely.
in the district. I have Blend Space because I think that's a great tool, but I think my champion, Google Classroom.
That's good.
Google
Good pick.
Google Classroom, that management tool, like you said, Chromebooks are all over, but with the Chromebooks, they're using Google Classroom. So,
And soon enough, we will find out the final 4 teams, the final 2, and then of course the champion. It'll be very interesting to see how everyone votes. I know there's one more person left who wants to share his opinion on how everything is going to go. So I'm going to turn it over to my partner in crime, David. How do you feel this bracket's going to go?
Aubrey, thanks for letting me share my opinion. I know I'm a little opinionated on this stuff, but come on. Atomic learning? Like you didn't? How does atomic learning not make one of the best 64 tools in education technology? That makes no sense whatsoever. Teachers have it free, students have it free, parents have it free. You guys can go on there and learn about any software, any device you have. You want to know about your iPad? Go to Atomic Learning. And the best part, you told them, Aubrey, you can get CEUs for this. Everyone's always scrounging around the last minute to get CEUs. Atomic Learning, like this would be probably a top 5 tool in my opinion. And like this is like having Michigan State not in the basketball tournament. Makes no sense. Whatever. And another one, Google Sites. That's the website creator that I use. Why was that not on there? Like, I feel it's probably the best. It's easiest. It connects right in with Google Apps. It's simple to use. I mean, I think a lot of teachers in the district are using it. No sense. The last one, personal, right to the heart, CLN. Come on, guys. How did CLN, your favorite show, how does that not make the tech tournament? So those are my top 3: Atomic Learning, Google Sites, CLN.
All right, David, thank you for that passionate speech, man. I didn't realize you were so passionate about it.
You can't act like you don't like
Hey,
Atomic Learning.
no argument from me.
I mean,
I'm
that's
with you on
ridiculous.
this.
Like, that is ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Michigan State, that's a Carolina not making the tournament. I mean, you
know.
can't have an NCAA tournament without Michigan State, Carolina,
The
these
committee
teams.
should be ashamed of
They should. That is. I'm sorry. I'm on my soapbox. I got to get off of it. You know.
Okay.
Anyway, so let's get to the point. How do people take part in the challenge?
It's very simple. It's just a 2-step process. The first thing you have to do is there's a link in the description at the bottom of this YouTube video, and all you have to do is click on the link, and it's just going to ask you to fill out a very, very short form just indicating that you want to participate. Once you fill that out, you will receive an email where you can fill out your bracket. So that's all you have to do. Just click the link, and then once you get the email to fill out the bracket, just go ahead and do that, and then you are all set. You are now in the tournament, and you'll be able to track that information. So I'm also going to send more information for those who are interested in participating. But that's how you start. The link at the bottom.
2 steps.
Exactly.
Simple. You
That's
know,
it.
it's a big thing to win.
Exactly.
Round trip, so.
A trip to the NCTIES conference
awesome.
next
That's
year.
great. That's great.
That's an exciting opportunity. So I would encourage everybody to take advantage
why
of
not?
this.
Why not? Guys, the end of our annual tech tournament. I get excited about this every
Yeah.
year. March is
gonna be
probably
fun.
my favorite time of the
This is
year.
gonna be a lot of fun.
So, once again, guys, you can click right here and you can subscribe to the channel. We really encourage you to do that. Or if you want to hit us up, you can check out our Twitter page. Our handle is @CMS to the core. Or you can email us at cln.cms.k12.nc.us. Once again, guys, thanks for tuning in. Awesome tech tournament.
Yep.
Still a little upset. Let us know what you think at the bottom. Comment below. Did we leave something else out?
I know. Hey, we didn't make the picks. I didn't choose
do
those.
it. Obviously, I didn't do it. But anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in, and make sure you guys check us out next week on another edition of ITW.